Oh, hi, no flight risk. This is FF, yes, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Sorry, I was still doing stuff. Where is... A split, or start is D1. Skip. Or space. These are not my... Resets D2. Didn't know Gilgamesh was from Final Fantasy. Well, Gilgamesh is from a lot of things. If you go through Sumerian mythology, that's where he shows up the first time. And with the story of the great epic of Gilgamesh. Skip split, undo split, reset, that's 2. Start and press 1 again. Okay. But, yeah. He shows up in a lot of different places. Alright, I guess. It's fine. The way that's all set up, I suppose. Alright, just testing, live split and stuff. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to this because I kind of feel like garbage right now. Are you speedrunning? No, it's just to help me get an idea of how long this takes. I have done speedruns of Gilgamesh before, though. Because I'm going to be doing something that's very painful. Actually, I just really forgot to. Oh yeah, I should also restart the splits. The attempts back at 0. Need to switch my headset around. Okay. It's probably loud in my experience, so I'm gonna lower it down some. Okay, it's time to suffer. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, Prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks sick. Yeah, a lot of the fights in this game are. This is my favorite fight in the game. Well, that sucks. Is this gameplay like Souls gameplay? No. It's more of like a, what would the word be? I guess action RPG. With like, the way they... God, it's how complicated this combat system is to describe. So, it's like a mix between turn-based combat with the ATB system, which is those little bar things you saw at the bottom, right? Basically, you can get 2 of them charged up. It takes either a certain amount of time, or you attacking the enemy a certain number of times to charge up the ATB bar, which allows you to use actions, and those actions allow you to use things like abilities, magic, buffs, things of that sort. But I will not really describe it as like Souls gameplay. It's like it is difficult in its own right, but for different reasons from like Dark Souls. Also, what I'm doing right now is like an obscenely difficult challenge, self-imposed challenge. I forgot to quit out. To put in perspective, no flight risk, I'm doing something of my own creation called the Ultima Plus challenge. Basically, this is what a character is supposed to look like, with all this stuff they have on them, and all these things. And this is what I have right now. It's no materia, no weapon skills, which are down here. No equipment, no accessories, the starting weapon of the game. No folios, which is like a skill tree type thing. No damage. I'm not allowed to use the ultimates of the game, which are limit breaks. I'm on 1 HP on the hardest difficulty. Just like a long, obscenely long list of challenges. Yeah, it's not how the game's actually played. I'm not using buffs or any. I'm literally imposing as many restrictions on myself as possible. Not at all playing the way the game was intended to play. In order to do a quarter of even this fight, theoretically, basically the hardest the game could get, yeah, literally. Just imposing as many challenges on myself on one of the hardest boss fights in the entire game. In order to even, like, get away with, in theory, like, a quarter of what I've been able to get away with, like, I've had to... My understanding of this fight in of itself goes so far beyond what I think should be even possible. Like, the amount of things I've had to discover, like, a lot of the methods and tech used for this challenge so specific, I literally had to invent. I discovered, basically, from the ground up. Well, maybe not from the ground up, but close to it. A lot of the stuff that's probably used against Gilgamesh now, a lot of what we understand about Gilgamesh, most likely I have discovered. Along with the help of a few other people who do challenge runs for this game.
Game over, huh?
Forgot to start the slide split and got distracted. Are you the top Final Fantasy VII player? That can mean a lot of things. I would... For challenge running, I would say I'm definitely well regarded. But top... That might be a lot more uncertain. I can tell you I'm probably the top Gilgamesh player. Too much stagger. Did it early. Are you counting parries? No, what I'm counting specifically is the number of actions he does. For this challenge to be even theoretically possible, he needs to do a, like... What I'm... God, this is so much to describe. So, what I discovered about this fight, with the help of another very good player in this game, Doofus Shinra, is the way this fight in particular works. He works off of, like, he's like, unironically, a true proper turn-based boss. He works off of actions. So, if you count the number of actions he does, on certain numbered actions, he's 100% guaranteed to do a certain, like, number of things, or certain specific, actions. Like, for example, if you want to even do this fight, theoretically, he needs to lose his first weapon, which is the spear Naginata, within 8 actions. On the 8th action, if you do everything right, if you fit 4 Bravers in, he always loses Naginata. He gets 1 extra turn, because if you make him lose his first weapon, he always does 1 stomp, which you can parry. After that, he summons Muramasa. On the 5th, it depends on, I think it is dependent on where his stagger gauge is, but on the 5th or 6th action, he always summons the Genji Shield, which you do not want him to do for this challenge, otherwise I'm fairly certain it's impossible. You have to cancel him out of that by hitting him at the right time to stagger him. And then, if you do everything right, he should only get, like, if he does it on the 5th action, he gets 3 extra turns, but if he does it on the 6th action, he gets 2, which in total equals 8. And then there's the weapon after that, which is the Rune Axe. There's not really much I can do with that weapon, or against it, I should say. But from my experience, you want to have him almost pressured by at least the 5th parry. But optimally, from what I've gathered for this challenge, from all the theory crafting and stuff, because I'm the only person literally ever who's attempted this, because I'm the only one crazy enough to do it, I lost my train of thought, hold on. Yeah, since I'm the only person who has attempted this, that means I'm technically the only person who knows or can even begin to theory craft, like, certain specific things for this specific challenge. But optimally, in theory, you want him to lose all of his weapons within 8 actions. And then you get to phase 2 and just hope and pray to God he doesn't use sloppy swordplay, which basically insta-kills you because there's no real way around it. Because that's how good old Greg works. Oh yeah, I'm also doing no movement. If you hadn't noticed, I'm not allowed to move. Did that early, but whatever. And I missed my parry. That's a dead run. That's some serious dedication. I guess, yeah, it is dedication, but at the same time, I also describe it as obsession. 2, 3, 4, 5, feeling he's going to do that. I had a feeling this is how this was gonna go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. 2, 3, 4. I think I did too much there. Yep. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think so. Straight copium. I knew that wasn't gonna work, but I still wanted to, because I didn't want to reset. Actually, is he online? Is one of the challenge running, I guess, community members, if you would, where would he be? A Genji Samurai. Doesn't look like he's online, and I don't want to just ping him on Discord. I remember he said he wanted to, see when I would next do this, but, I mean, I guess I could try to ping him. Just in case. Well, this is probably a dead run because he chose the worst opening. Never mind. 3, 4, 5, 6. Couldn't dodge in time. 1, worst opening on top of that. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have you played any Souls games? Yes, Bloodborne, my favorite game of all time. I'm also doing this to try and manipulate his AI for 2 reasons, because I think every time you sit in the tactics menu, or tactical menu, it freezes their AI for a little bit. But it also allows me to see if he gets a 10th action here, and if he does, that's a mega dead run at the reset. Alright, I'm good. And I wasted all that time for nothing. He immediately attacked Ketchi for no reason. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't care enough to do the pause button thing there. We got 9th action office, whatever. Did you discover the freeze thing? No, it's just an odd behavioral thing I noticed. I don't even know if I know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't even know if this is actually what happens. It seems like nothing happens whenever I do that for Gilgamesh for some reason. Six. And it rolled low because of course it did. That barely hit and it also didn't. Dead run. Five parries and only 2 bravery is disgusting. Seven. Missing parries I have no business missing. Prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's not good. He didn't. That's, I don't think I've ever seen him do that. Maybe that's why. I love when Gilgamesh does weird behavioral things he's never done literally every other time I've done this. It's only been 16 attempts, but sure doesn't feel like it. But then again, when you've been doing a challenge for several months straight and seen no success, it does get repetitive. Prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. He's dashing far again because he's a douchebag. 6. No more. Finally. Something crit. That sure didn't though. he a modern samurai?
Some hero you turned out to be.
I love the part where he does an attack he's literally not supposed to do because he should be in a glitch state that makes him do nothing but stomps because he's still stun locked about the fact that I got rid of the Genji shield before he could summon it. That's an actual glitch, by the way. For some reason, if you stun Gilgamesh out of the Genji shield specifically, he just stomps perpetually for a little bit. And I was definitely still in the window for him to be stomping. What Gilgamesh is kind of like, in Final Fantasy lore, if you would, he's like a dimension hopper. He's not like a modern samurai. His whole thing is he goes from dimension to dimension, timeline to timeline, universe to universe, for one goal, which is to collect weapons and fight people. Specifically, like, legendary weapons and, like, legendary warriors. And a lot of the times, those legendary weapons are on legendary warriors, so he fights them to get their weapons. So every time Gilgamesh shows up, it's implied to be the same Gilgamesh that was all the way back in Final Fantasy V. And all the Final Fantasies, for the most part, unless they have, like, the same number in their title, for example. Like, there's Final Fantasy X and then there's Final Fantasy X. They're part of the same continuity. But every other numbered Final Fantasy, they have nothing to do with each other. They're their own self-contained stories. So the only way it would be connected is if it would be like a Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Original, Final Fantasy VII Remake. That'd be the only way they'd be connected. But yeah, every time Gilgamesh shows up, it's implied to be the same character because he's a dimension hopper. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. I hope he didn't get a 10th action. I don't have enough ATB. Barely squeeze that in. So everything he has right now is from warriors he killed. What am I doing? Not exactly. Like I said, it's complicated and I don't remember the lore well enough to say it. In some instances, I just don't know the lore. I haven't played all the FFs. And all the ones I have played, ironically, have Gilgamesh in it. And for a lot of them, I'm trying to go out of my way to not be spoiled. So I really couldn't tell you. All I know is that he, because of his infatuation with, like, fighting and looking for weapons of legend, he constantly comes to blows with, like, whatever main party you have in a lot of the Final Fantasies. Because it's like, hey, you have a sword I want, give it. And then the party's like, no. And then he tries to fight you for it. I mean, like, the sword Cloud has right now is called the Buster Sword. And in the cutscene with Gilgamesh, when he remembers that the party kind of has a score to settle with him because of, like, his questline in this game, he's like, I'll take that Buster Sword from you. And Cloud's like, no, you won't. Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff on my PC. Thing I wanted. And cancel out the way I wanted to. Prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. 5. At least that crit. One more.
Figures it would end like this.
The one attack where the only feasible way I could dodge it is if I was still in prime mode and attacking him at the same time and he chooses that, while being in a state where he should not be able to. You'll have to see it. Actually, that does remind me, before I start losing my mind, I do have to test something. And also, you're about to see what it looks like when I'm not restricted fighting Gilgamesh. AKA, it's not a fight. But I do have to test something. Let me put that on later once I put everything else on so I remember what I actually need to equip. What was the accessory again? Fury Ring? Yes, somewhere around here. Yep. Enemy skill. There's Dark Side. Boost. First Strike. Skill Master or Stag? I guess I'll put Stagger on first, then Skill Master. Steadfast block. Where's precision? Yeah, precision defense focus. And then 2 more purple materia. I'm not sure what they should be. I guess I can throw 2 luck materia if I really needed to, but yeah, I guess. I have everything where I need it. Yeah, it does on that. Well, let's hope this works the way I think it will. It's already taking too long to load. Prime mode. TV boost. Plasma discharge. Dark side. Fire-Aga. And prepare to be stupefied. I forgot Sonic Boom. Could it be the sword of which legend tells, Excalibur? By this holy blade shall your lives be ended. Didn't do the thing right. I can heal because I am trying to test something out, but that's what you just saw is what Gilgamesh fight would look like if I was quote trying. But at the same time, it's not really when you're so used to the fight. That's the only chance he has to kill me while I'm setting up. How rude! Could it be the sword of which legend tells, Excalibur? By this holy blade shall your lives be ended. This is not my Excalibur! This is but Excalibur! No matter. For I am the bladesman of legend! So come, and I shall make proof of the truth of my title! Oh, I did it too late. I just noticed how many limbs he has. Yeah, in a lot of games he has more than one set of arms. I think the most he's had is 4 sets of arms. But usually it averages out around 6. Whenever he does have multiple arms. I need to actually lock in so that way I can test what I'm trying to test. How rude! Why you? I gotta go now. I got a date tonight. Oh, really? Well, good luck on your date. I hope things go well. Good luck with your practice dog. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to. But knowing Greg, that's not going to be how it works. No. Could it be the sword of which legend tells us Excalibur, sorry. I'm trying to get to the point where I can test my black magic to see if it was a fluke or if it actually works. And I shall make proof of the truth of my title. There we go. That's what should have happened. Impressive. I shall reward your efforts with a dazzling display. Watch and be amazed. Surrender now or face your fate. Shaking in your boots. There we go. Say the line, Bart, after you have your little pressure cycle. None hath mastered this martial art. None but I. Oh, you bum. Okay, that's not put on healing material. I can't do this. I just need to get to a point where I can test this out. I only need 2 luck materia. It's funny. You're funny, Greg. Oh, something that's normally supposed to hit me didn't. That was close. Sonic Boom, I guess. How rude! Feast your eyes, and prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. Bing. No. Could it be the sword of which legend tells, Excalibur? By this holy blade shall your lives be ended. Oh, this is not my Excalibur. This is but Excalibur. No matter, for I am the bladesman of legend. So come, and I shall make proof of the truth of my title. Impressive. I shall reward your efforts with a dazzle. Oh. Whoa! In order, the fun can begin. You must be shaking in your boots. Oh, that's bad. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I forgot to compare that. My arsenal, in all of its glory. Hey, chill out. Okay, buddy. I'm just trying to test this thing out, and you're not even letting me get to the point where I can test it. I know I'm messing around on top of that, but at the same time, like, I can't take you seriously when I can destroy you this easily. Time for some Greg entertainment. Let's go. Welcome to stream. Genji Samurai, it's good to have you here. I'm trying to do some testing right now before I go back into proper attempts. To see if, because I discovered some black magic, so to speak. Or at least variant of black magic that was thought to only be able... It was thought that we could only perform it under very specific circumstances. How rude! How dare you! Man, I'm stupid. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. No. Could it be? The sword of which legend tells, Excalibur! By this holy blade shall your lives be ended. This is not my Excalibur. This is but Excalibur. Me when the Gilgamesh brain rot? No matter. For I am the bladesman of legend. So come, and I shall make proof of the truth of my title. Whee! Impressive! I shall reward your efforts with a dazzling display. Watch and be amazed. Surrender now or face your fate. Black magic. Working out the matrix code, something like that. I'm not quite. Alright. Objective survive, so to speak. Plus, I think I've already worked out the matrix code for this game, so to speak. It's just still stupid for everything to align. Have mastered this martial art. None but I. Excuse me? Man, I'm so happy to know that once I do this with Tifa, all those unblockable attacks I can just... Well, that's stupid. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, wait, Someone get Phantasm. Someone get Phantasm. The black magic worked. The black magic worked. The black magic is working. The black magic is working. So it still works. I know it still works. It wasn't a fluke. But I don't know where Phantasm is. So someone should probably clip that and then... Actually, the timestamp's around... It'd be around, I guess... the 50-minute mark. A message, Phantasm that. By the way, what do you think of the black magic, Genji? We originally thought that was only possible on the frog, but turns out if you just... I think sorry. I think I'm gonna call that tech, limit stagger transference. 50-min mark. The stream. There's also Doofus. Actually, you know what? I might, while I'm no, I'll just... And I don't know what to do. I don't know why I'm taking all this off. Actually, you know what? Sure. Let me, how do I switch teams again? Alright, so there's Tifa, combat settings, Tifa. What would I even want? That's staying. Plasma discharge on that. Let me, True Strike. Where's True Strike? Blew past it. Very similar to how I manipulate certain RNG. I'm familiar with it, but not with this fight. What are we referring to? Because I'm definitely manipulating the Gilgamesh fight, but I'm more referring to that thing that I did to make his limit break not work. This needs to... Oh wait, no, I don't think this is... Oh wait, no, it'll still work. Because she won't have access to her level 3 limit break through this. Right? Actually, no, that's not it. I need to also set this party leader. While I'm at it, I need to throw an enfeeblement ring on Cloud just to make my life not horrible when I'm testing this. Enfeeblement. You know, that's still something I need to do. I need to do a full frog playthrough of the game. That'd be funny. That'd be mad funny, honestly. I mean, I know I'll definitely be able to curse stomp Gilgamesh, because I'm the only other... Where are the frog rings? I'm literally the only other person who's ever done a frog-only Gilgamesh on the face of the planet that I know of. It's me and Doofus. We're the only two who've done it. Because we're the only ones stupid and crazy enough to do it and brain-rotted. Alright, so I'm playing as Tifa. Oh, I did not put the materia that she needs. Jump, chakra, Kujata. Let's make that own precision defense. First strike, ATB assist, don't need that. You are so comfortable with this fight, and it's obvious. Yeah, very. Very comfortable with it. More than I should be. My understanding of this fight is not... I'll go as far as say I might understand this fight better than even the devs do. What was... I guess, I'll put on, like, luck up and then... This... Where's enemies? It's been actually a long time since I played as Tifa. So this might take some adjusting. Where's... Oh, there we go. Skill... I don't know why I'm doing it like this. Stagger, switch those around like that. Are these her best gloves? No, these are, but they're -2 materia slots. Oh, no, these are. Yeah, these are. I don't know if the things they have on them is good. Magic, unbridled strength, weapon attack up. What does these have? Magic, oh, so these are magic weapons. Martial arts, enemy part damage. Yeah, well, let's go with it for now, I guess. Oh, sorry. Cloud muscle memory immediately. Try pressing triangle to parry. I forgot the Tifa buff cycle. That was my bad. I forgot to cancel it. Man, you could tell I haven't played Tifa in a minute. Do I not have... About to say. That's not right. I just turned Dark Side off. Man, this is cooked. I'm washed with Tifa. I'm trying to... right now I'm trying to test something still. With, or more specifically for, Phantasm. I don't remember what the buff cycle is for Tifa. Wash doesn't begin to cover what I am with Tifa. Actually, I should do this and then... Using the wrong thing. I forgot I don't have where's it? Focus strike. How rude. And prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. I forgot how to play this character.
No. Could it be the sword of which legend tells? Excalibur! By this holy blade shall your lives be ended. Huh? This is not my Excalibur! This is but Excalibur! No matter.
For I am the bladesman of legend. So come, and I shall make proof of the truth of my title.
Ah! Oh. That was the most arrogant thing I could have ever done. To think that just raw startup dive kick would be able to outpace, what's it called? Sloppy swordplay. I always find it easy to pair with Cloud, Barret, or Aerith. The rest of them always takes a lot of practice if I haven't used them in a while. Parrying isn't so much the issue, it's just I don't remember how to play Tifa. That's not right. I just wasted 2 ATB. I also realized I don't have the Fury Ring equipped. I'm so used to having it with Cloud. Or Fury period with Cloud. And prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. How rude! Love doing a max damage cycle with just 3 dive kicks. It's so much fun. Tifa's such a fair and balanced character.
Excalibur! With this holy blade shall your lives be ended. Huh? This is not by Excalibur. This is but Excalibur.
Bet you know every line of dialogue in this fight, yes.
And the bladesman of legend. So come, and I shall make proof of the truth of my title. We've died!
That's not right. I shall reward your efforts with a dazzling display. Watch and be amazed. In all of its glory. You must be shaking in your boots. Alright, I should probably heal before I forget, because I forgot to do that. Let's do regen, then Curaga. Or Cura, I mean. Cura. Akira!
None have mastered this martial art. None but I.
What are you doing, Tifa? I'm fine. Everything's fine. I need you to jump away from me, please. Oh, I know what's wrong. I don't know how to do the dash cancel with Unbridled Strength. Or Unbridled Fury, I mean. That's okay. I was wondering why it's not working. I'm washed. I can't even test the thing I'm trying to test for Phantasm. And I definitely can't test it for Zack. Because I don't have any way to fight Gilgamesh's Zack because I'm a console player. I still don't have that game on PC. Wash doesn't begin to cover what I am, man. I should not be dying there. I was hoping she'd throw it in time. Don't worry, Phantasm. I'll figure this out eventually. Just give me, like, whatever amount of time it takes me to do this. Please don't do anything. How rude! And prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. Weakest Tifa damage cycle. Gilgamesh. This is not a challenge run. This is an extermination.
This is not a challenge run. This is but an extermination.
No matter.
For I am the Bladesman of Legend.
So come, and I shall make proof of the truth of my title. We've died! That was just disrespectful. I did not need to do that. The dazzling display. Watch and be amazed. Or face your fate. Pew, pew, pew.
Have mastered this martial art. None but I.
Could you stop doing that? Okay, I deserve it. Chill out! Alright, let's see if this works. Well, I did it once. Yo, Phantasm, it works with Tifa too. But I did it with Unbridled Fury. And the video he sent me, I think he was using default Tifa. So I did the thing, I tested the thing with the thing. So things are easier on me, so I don't have to load a hard save. What I'm going to do is this, so that way I'll be in the exact position I need to be. Is that even how you spell Unbridled? Tifa, where you at? Unfeathered, she's... Bettered, sorry, not Unbridled. There's a character I know for a fact is gonna work stupid easy with, and that's Barrett. Did he find out by mistake, or was it through experimentation? Actually, I discovered it. Well, Doofus technically discovered it first, and then I rediscovered it, or I discovered a variant of the glitch, I should say. So, if I go to... Let me move this over here so it's not in the way, what would it be? What would it be? What am I thinking of? Doofus... Shinra. Hold on, let me pull up the video if I can find it. Frog playlist, chill out, so I can look for the one I'm looking for. There it is. Might as well do this stuff. LBO, that's how it said. Now I can't see anything. Okay, so this is Doofus Shinra, the goat himself. What he discovered is, with the frog, he discovered a very interesting glitch. This kind of stuff I'm most interested in. So, with the frog, right? Actually, I probably have to get to a point where he actually does, the thing I'm thinking of. There we go. So, when Gilgamesh starts his countdown for Ultimate Illusion, the frog, he discovered something very interesting. The frog has an interesting property, and at the time we thought it was exclusive to the frog. Because of how the frog's shortcuts works, how it like overrides everything, if you put all your shortcuts, or at least one of your shortcuts, as a limit break underneath one of those leapfrog shortcuts, what'll end up happening is if you use leapfrog, and you'll see here in a second, unless you've seen already from my things, it causes Gilgamesh to restart the countdown for Ultimate Illusion. We don't know why. I think the theory I came up with, I think probably Doofus as well and Phantasm came up with, is somehow the game is still trying to use a limit break even though it can't. And the way it's doing that is the way I think it works is it's transferring the limit break stagger, or at least like stun if you would, onto leapfrog. And it may not be enough to outright you know, pressure Gilgamesh or even hurt him. But the game's still, I think, confused because it's trying to register a limit break on both the player end and then Gilgamesh's end. So Gilgamesh registers like a limit break going on for like 5 seconds, right? And he's like, oh, wait a minute, I have to restart the count now because I technically got hit by it. And you can keep this going indefinitely as long as you hit it enough times, right? So Doofus here, this is how he did the challenge initially. I had to do it once as well, I believe. But you can do this indefinitely, as you can see here. And it goes on for a while. And you can literally do this until, that's actually way too high. You can do that until stagger. What I decided to do, because I kept thinking to myself, with how stupid the challenges I'm doing are, I'm going to need to find a variant of this glitch to see if it's possible to do on regular characters, right? So I experimented. I went on Cloud. I went to his shortcuts. I decided to do it at first with Square, so I made this shortcut finishing touch, because either way, there's at least 2 ways where you technically can't use it. Even if you have a full limit break bar, right? Which is if you don't have enough pips, if you don't have like your limit level raised, right? I tried it. What I ended up doing was, because it's not like it works like a proper shortcut, right? So I attacked, and while I attacked, I brought up, or at least spammed the shortcut menu as much as I can. And it worked. It reset Gilgamesh's ultimate illusion count. So then I started thinking to myself, well, if it's a universal thing and it's only tied to a button press, if you would, what happens if I shortcut it onto dodge, deadly dodges? And I did that as well, and it worked. Okay, that's nothing like RNG manipulation. It sounds like it is probably a glitch, yeah. Which is why I started referring to it as a limit break stagger transference. Because I think the game's trying to transfer the game's probably transferring whatever little pressure, like staggered, like damage, if you would, onto the attack. Like, I guess the game's trying to transfer whatever limit effect you have onto whatever attack is over the limit break that's preventing it from going off in the first place. So I discovered that variant, and now I know it also works on basically everybody, because if it works on Tifa, if it works on Cloud, just know it doesn't work for the other characters. The only character that it might not work with, because it would definitely work on Yuffie. I would think it would work on Ketchi, but you have to probably do it a funny way with them. It definitely works on Tifa. Aerith is the only character I'm not really sure if it would work on properly. I mean, actually, not. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, I'm definitely wrong on that. I take that back. It'll definitely work on Red, and it will most certainly work for Barret. So after I discovered that glitch, unironically, the amount of challenges and restrictions I can apply to myself now for this fight in particular shot up astronomically. Now there's no longer a theoretical roof or limit. Well, I guess technically there is because of the Rune Axe and also the Excalibur and just RNG in general. But in theory, I could like do things in the future. I could in theory throw on no character skills or unique character abilities and no ATB gauge in the future. Like that's how much this glitch blew the roof off the ceiling for the possible number of challenges. But I also probably should figure out how to do mind blown once again. Yeah, that's why I refer to as black magic, because I don't know what does it. But either way, I discovered that it still works and it wasn't a fluke. Do you actually really quick, Genji? Do you know any RNG manipulation for Gilgamesh, specifically for the Rune Axe and Excalibur? Actually, I take that back. For all of his unblockable attacks. Or would I have to do specific things like moving and stuff? Because if I have to move, then I'm cooked, because that's a none, damn it. Should not be surprised. Most people didn't know how Gilgamesh worked till I started doing all this crazy shit. Well, I think people had an idea, but at the same time, since my challenge runs, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but ever since I started doing these brain-dead challenge runs, the understanding that we have of this boss fight in particular just shot up 4 octillion%. 3. Dead run. Dead run.
Oh, you got it.
Would you possibly know of like a theoretical form of RNG manipulation for Greg? Stop my timer by accident. I'm not familiar with Gilgamesh. I don't know how RNG manipulation works though in this game. But so many things can affect that alone. Okay. I gotta be honest, I assumed you knew because of your crazy, you know, full game no-hit. Closing that, going here. Closing this too. And this. Bro. Sucks so bad.
Brace yourself.
And he's consistently going for the worst opening. Well, let's see if this is an AM manipulation thing. It'll come down to trial and error, so RNG takes in consideration positioning, what characters are on the field, but what abilities you are using and when you are using them. It takes a very long time. Oh, so it should. Well, that's a dead run. So stupid is what you're saying. Ugh. I love instantly resetting. 2. 3. Every fight will be different. 4. 5. 6. 7. 9. It's an absolute bitch. abysmal pressure gauge build. You're not allowed to leave this corner. This is like the best theoretical position I could have him in. And he immediately got out of it. 2. 3. And he proceeds to do the only attack I can't dodge. I've only fought Gilgamesh twice. Twice, sorry. Can I possibly entice you into fighting him consistently? Could I, in theory, mayhaps convince thy to play Gilgamesh more often? Is that not a thought? That are there any mods in the game that put Gilgamesh in OGFF7? If there is, he's cooked. Even if it's not official, it's official enough. OGFF7 Gilgamesh mod. Oh, he might be fried. The first thing that came out 8 years ago, FF7 mod Gilgamesh rematch. I was going to offer, actually, but I have a slight problem. I have to start a new game. Damn it. Had to take out Enkidu first, or else he wouldn't. He would have healed with Cure Raja and Regen Aja. Regen resist. Had to blind Gilga. Oh, this is a tough fight. It sounds like. Had to blind him or bind. No, it is blind. Are you on console? Yes, but I do have OGFF7. Both versions now, because there's 2 of them. The old one you can't get anymore, unfortunately, but I do have both versions of FF7 on Steam. So now that I know that there's a Gilgamesh mod, I might have to ask Doofus or Phantasm or just a variety of other sources if I could get in contact with them. I forget his full name. It's Professor Hojo something. Anyway. If I can fight Gilgamesh in OGFF7, he is beyond fried. If I can use Excalibur and Excalibur and like all of his weapons as weapons for like Cloud. Well, I guess Excalibur and Excalibur would go to Cloud. Naginata would go to, I guess, Sid or Aerith. Muramasa also goes to Cloud. Runax. Actually, that goes to Cloud too. Because there's no one in the party that has even a close to an axe-type weapon. Banana Fan, that goes to Yuffie. Or whatever weapon, because I know he has a few other weapons he could choose from as well. I need to see a game where Gilgamesh uses Mjolnir. That's what I need. I need Gilgamesh with Mjolnir. And if no one will do it, I'm gonna learn how to play D&D. I'm gonna make a D&D campaign where Gilgamesh is like a secret NPC you can find. It's gonna be a whole quest line. We have to bring him Excalibur, like Mjolnir and all that stuff. If you give him like a Mjolnir, he'll be like, "This isn't Mjolnir. This is manure." And then you'll find a real Mjolnir, and he fights you for it. Yeah, for some reason, the new Steam one still has 5 less achievements compared to the old one. This doesn't make any sense. Actually, before I go back to attempts, let me look at Rebirth on Steam. I was thinking I could try the VR version, but it would most likely be very different with its RNG. Well, the thing about the VR version compared to default, VR starts with everything. It's not even a joke. All the weapons... Playable demo. There's a demo for 15 on Steam. That's insane. What was I saying? Actually, like 100% sure it would. Yeah, he starts off with every weapon in his arsenal, and also he gets 2 new ones, the Busted Sword and Messy Mooney, which is clones of the Buster Sword and Muramasa. Or, sorry, Masamune. So, Cloud and... The Digital Deluxe Edition Twin Pack's $90? Are you serious? When's the next sale? Give me the next sale. Give it to me. When's the next sale? Where? Where and when? And who do I have to kill? God. Damn it. I guess it's time I go back to suffering. Oh, wait. That one doesn't count. I forgot to start the timer. 33 attempts. You love to see it. And I love missing my... I need a setup to every time I reset, it plays the line from Neon and RE9. It's like, what the fuck? Even if this programming was the same, the stage environment could also affect RNG. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. Because, if you use the VR version, in Gilgamesh Island specifically, it'll load... Like, the way the VR works, I know I'm running the clock. The way the VR works, it actually just spawns the VR thing way above the stage, whatever stage you're in. That's why the load time's so long for it. Because it's loading a stage within a stage. If you do it on Gilgamesh Island, you'll see the mountains that surround the island. So maybe that'll affect RNG in a positive way, to be more in favor. But at the same time, it'll still be a little different. You know, him having, like, all of his weapons to start off and also 2 new ones. At least it didn't roll well.
This ought to suffice.
Oh, please tell me he's cooked. 4. Because he's in a corner. Never mind. 6. 7. Yeah, 6. 7. 8.
Figures it would end like this.
I was trying to do, the deadly dodges attack. The one where he uses the blade beams and stuff. What a fucking shame. Yeah, it could go in your favor, but the issue is that tiny change would affect the rest of the RNG that comes after. If that, yeah, no, I understand that. The only, like I said, that would be the only positive thing is like if you did it specifically in Gilgamesh Island, because how the VR maps work, they don't like put you in, they don't like despawn the rest of the area and put you in a new one. They literally spawn the VR map above the actual overworld map. That's why the load times are so bad.
So much for being immersive.
What a fucking shit. Those 30 seconds. And prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. Oh, I didn't do too much there. Perfect. You know. The crit too. Interesting choice, Bob. 1. 4, 5, 6. Crit. That didn't, but it doesn't matter. Thank God he didn't do anything that could have screwed me. Banana fan!
stopped counting, but... Oh my god, I'm him.
Let's finish this. Get ready.
Well, that's really bad. That's actually really, really bad. The sword of which legend tells, Excalibur! I'll give it a go though. I thought loads of times. I forgot it's not on my short. Well, I was like, why isn't counter stance working? I forgot it's not on my shortcuts. That would be why it's not working. Great. Yep. Threw the runaway because I. I'll give it a go though. I thought the load times were so bad because of high textures. How high texture these enemies are. The reasons all these enemies are not just roaming around each region. This is news to me because I didn't know that. Yeah, I learned it because Doofus showed me. Doofus, he was like, you know you can see the mountains for Gilgamesh Island, right? I was like, what? Yeah, if you specifically load up Chadley's map, or like if you specifically load up the VR, like above Gilgamesh Island, you'll see the mountains. They'll be far off in the distance and stuff, and you'll be kind of like above them, but you can see them. And I tried it out. I was like, "There's no way." And sure enough, I looked. It didn't even take me like very long to. I didn't have to look hard at all. I looked a little bit. I was like, "Oh my god, he's right." And he was like, "Yeah, that's how I found out that all the maps, like, it just spawns above all the maps. That's why the load time sucks so bad." Alright, Gilgamesh, how about you not take the worst opening each time and just kill that goddamn frog? Thank you. From that Gilgamesh pose, it was a trash run. Another garbage opening. 42 attempts, you love to see it. I don't know if I miscounted, but I'm fairly certain he did that. That was 9 actions he took. If you use tag team in VR as Kujata, jumps. I'll finish reading that once I do the cycle one. 4, 5. If you use tag team in VR as Kujata jumps, you can see lights of Midgar and the rocks from the final. The rocks from the final Sephiroth fight. That is insane. I can afford to do this extra for a little bit of extra, a little bit more damage. He's in the middle of the map, so I just gotta hope and pray. 3, 4, 5. There we go.
Grant me strength.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, I hit the damage cap. I just need to get enough ATB to be able to,
No. Could it be the sword of which legend tells? Excalibur! By this holy blade shall your lives be ended.
Where's counterstance? Okay, I just have to hope I did enough damage to where if this focus rush should knock the Nana Fan out of his hand.
No matter. For I am the bladesman of legend. So come, and I shall make proof of the truth of my title.
There we go! 1. Actually, that's 2. 3. And of course he's dashing far. There's no point counting because the 5 actions already is stupid.
God damn it, I was hoping.
I think I'm cooked for the rest of this. Because I'm not going to be able to knock the... Swordsman Supreme has been reached. And I panicked. You want to know what's crazy? I think I can do it. I think it's actually possible. That's the first time I think that's the first time I've ever seen Swordsman Supreme during this challenge. What was it? I saw you said something in the Discord the other day. What was it you said? Genji. How we needed to stop some of best speed and you want to... Yes. You said something along the lines of, you guys need to stop before they make Rebirth impossible because all these dumb challenges we're doing. If I do this... If I do this... But I barely missed the time. The thing that bothers... That was so... If he didn't pull up the Genji shield, that would have been so... I probably would have killed him. Stop before part 3 becomes impossible. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Ooh, I want to keep going. And I know I shouldn't. That one kind of messed up my nerves bad. Because I didn't think... I didn't think I'd reach phase 2 and survive long enough past Excalibur, let alone to see Swordsman Supreme. Am I Mandela affecting myself? I don't think I've seen Swordsman Supreme in this challenge. No buff specifically. Actually, I'll go as far as to, I know I didn't. Unless I have it completely backwards. Unknown Genji, hello. Welcome to the stream. Ari Prince Vegeta, you technically missed history. Technically. If this is the run I think it is. I retired from hardcore crazy challenge runs due to being busy IRL and time restraint. I love watching you guys do hardcore challenges. Yeah. I think I might have unintentionally made history, though. Swordsman, you got the run? No. Swordsman Supreme has been reached in the Ultima plus Gilgamesh challenge, which I didn't think was... I don't think I've done that. Out of all the attempts, it took me, in this stream, 43 attempts to reach it. But after, like, doing everything perfectly, thankfully I have the footage of it still. By this holy blade shall your lives be. The only problem was he got Genji shield up. And I also... He kept dashing far with Excalibur, which was bad RNG for a variety of reasons. Don't know how to tag, but hey bro, glad to see you here with us. Yeah, you can see he's literally taking the farthest possible dashes away from me, it looks like. Before I could even properly fill up his pressure gauge. Like, he exits out of it right here. I should have been dead here, and this is where he pulls up Genji shield. And after this damage cycle... I'm surprised he didn't use Excalibur and Swordsman Supreme. And then I fumbled because... he went for a triple slash here, and I forgot the parry timing, he killed me. I'm close. I'm so close. I know he is cooked. He is so cooked. Once I actually manage to whittle him down without him bringing up the Genji shield, he is fried. This challenge would have been over a long time ago, by the way, if I'd allowed myself to use the back line. This challenge would have been done a very long time ago. Unless I'm misremembering, because... Hold on. I made a video called Hate, It was about Gilgamesh. Unless that was... I don't remember, though. I'd have to pull it up. Because I don't remember. I'll know in a second, though, based off of how I start this. Alright, he has Banana Fan. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, because I'm not using buffs in this video. I'm also not using Prime mode, but that was before I figured out how to do it more optimally. But the thing is, this video I made is 3 months ago. And you wanna know what's funny? I think he killed me in a similar manner after I hit Swordsman Supreme. Yeah, I think this is probably the second time I've hit Swordsman Supreme. But the difference is I'm fairly certain, yeah, he instantly killed me the second the second he got an ability, the ability to actually use a move, he killed me instantly. The first move he did was Fallen Bloom or Fallen Blossom, and it exploded while I was still in the animation for Focus Thrust, and he killed me that way. But because I actually survived long, that's actually a PB. Triple slash parry is definitely, yeah, definitely terrifying, to say the least. You know, how much of his speech do I remember? Wait, no. Wandering far and wide, of a sleep only. Oh, I already messed up. Fleeing like a butterfly, as transient as the wind. Bereft. Man, I forgot this whole speech. Or at least the order of it.
My very essence
Begins to
melts
melt
away
away.
like morning mist. But hope springs anew.
This cutscene's so stupid with everyone dressed like this.
Perfect and sublime.
Suffer Gilgamesh! It's morphin' time! To think they added that in for the English translation of Final Fantasy V is because it'd be funny. And now it's iconic and synonymous to Gilgamesh. Yeah! My memories are restored
Of who I am.
of whence I came and why I've been bounding twixt dimensions. But I dare not tarry here. My nemesis and I have a score to settle. We sure as shit do.
Fairly well.
I'm the nemesis. It's canon.
What the hell are we?
Chopped liver?
Come to think of it, we have our own score to settle, don't we?
Though these
Worlds be infinite, there is room in
for but one
Bladesman. Messed up.
proving.
I shall divest you of your weapon, here and now. I will have that Buster Sword. Prize it from your cold, dead hands. What? Oh. Great attempt. Great attempt. I watched that whole thing to get instantly annihilated. You'll love to see it. Actually, I have to add 2 more. It's 45 now. Because there was 2 serious attempts during that. Wandering far and wide. My sleep broken only by clamorous silence.
Some hero you turned out to
lost count. I'm winging it. I think I'm like on 4 or 5. Doesn't matter. He's going for the frog. I will still think that Gilgamesh Island should. I still think Gilgamesh Island should be replayable once you complete it. I don't know why it's like that. Bro, I've been saying that. It irks me so much. The fact that this is not redoable. Really want to experiment with this one. That's why I have a dedicated save file to this fight. They better make that like an update before part 3 comes out or something. I think I'm on 4. It's a massive mistake, yeah. It's probably 7. That was 8. And prepare to be stupefied by my sword.
For being mercenary.
I just made the cooked dog face. I made the cooked dog face again. That shouldn't have hit. 3. 4. 5. It's funny because Gilgamesh is one of the best boss fights in the whole game. Yes. Thanks, Cloud. Thanks for looking that. I don't think the devs knew that we would actually enjoy this so much. Well, you hear the soundtrack. I'll go so I say the soundtrack disproves that. It was just a bizarre design decision. Gilgamesh is one of the most beloved characters in FF, period. So the fact that they don't give you the ability to refight him readily and easily is genuinely stupid. Especially after going this hard with this theme in this game. They went out of his way to add him only to make him like the most difficult fight to have to redo. I'm curious if being a frog affects RNG as well. I'm not sure about RNG, but definitely makes the fight more tedious.
Figures who would end like this.
Hit the mic. Gilgamesh is one of my favorites. He's my favorite fight in this whole game. If he doesn't appear in part 3, I'm gonna flip the entire everything. I'm going to the Square Enix building, I'm flipping it.
Some hero U-turn.
It's funny how many runs die literally within the first 3 seconds of the fight. How rude! I don't know how many actions that was, but part of me starting not to care because 50 attempts in. So satisfying to parry as well. Not doing my stuff, yeah. Nice Genji shield, nerd.
Let's do this. No more playing. Get ready.
I almost wasn't paying attention, and I would have missed that Braver. One. Make me sick.
Figures who would invite.
Sometime soon this week, yo. I think that might have been one action too many. I'm honestly not counting. I'm starting not to care. Prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. That's way too much pressure. Fennekin inspired me to do an improved run of Cloud versus Warriors. This time I do no damage without using stop and try to make it stylish and fun. When is the Ari Prince Vegeta Dirge of Cerberus Vice the Immaculate no damage? When is that? Because I'm fairly certain your PFP is from a scene of Dirge of Cerberus. Either that or I don't remember Advent Children enough. How rude! Definitely need to go back and do some Vice stuff. He did on the 5th turn because of course he did. That legit sounds amazing. I watched her one already. Yeah, I also watched that the other day. I didn't realize Braver was that effective against the White Terror. I missed my parry. Make sure to watch it on my phone so I can comment. You know, she might try to do one of my Gilgamesh challenges sometime soon. Wasn't paying attention. Because I reached out to her and I was like, hey, Fen, could I interest you in some the Ultima Gilgamesh challenge? And she was like, what is it? And I gave her the restrictions and she said, that sounds interesting. I might try it. How rude! Braver can interrupt most enemies, yeah. Break from Rebirth for like a year. On and off helped. Yeah, I bet. I was so burnt out. I'm starting to get burnt out from doing this. And I have to do it with 6 other characters. Some crack. Almost missed that. That was perfect. I'm like jammed into this corner, so my camera's about to tweak, so be aware of that. Don't you dare.
So much for being mercenary.
Cloud, why did you? Completely understandable, Legend. These challenge runs take time.
I can easily yeah, you can relate the most out of anybody in this community, mister. I beat the entire game without ever getting touched once. I beat all of Rebirth on hard mode without taking one hit of damage. I don't want to know how many resets it took you to do that, especially with some of, like, how stupid some of the fights get. Like Genova. Any Genova fight, honestly. Corneo. Rude and Elaine. Any of the Turks fights, now I think about it. Actually, no, let me correct it. Any of the Turks fights with Elaine in it. Sometimes the camera is the boss. Did you watch a full playthrough? I have not had the time to do it. I have skimmed, like, parts of it. So the parts that I was more interested in at the time, because I didn't have the time to watch the full thing. But that was a while ago. That's around when I first found out about it, and I don't even know how old that challenge is at this point now. I will definitely do like a sit down and watch, like I did that parry way too early. Watch of it though. Before Rebirth comes out, probably on stream. Yes, I'll watch the full thing on stream. Ketchy, I swear to God, if you ruin this for me. Shouldn't have said anything. Those trash modes, especially everyone with guns, yeah. It's long, I know, yeah. But definitely impressive. The fact that you're doing that while going blind. By the way, it's good to hear that you're getting your vision back. At least we won't have to worry about that before Rebirth comes out and missed a parry on Game Cooked. That was actually perfect. Because I held the button when I shouldn't have. The fact that he dashed far there worked to my benefit and to his disadvantage. Sometimes RNG doesn't always work in your favor, Gilgamesh. Sometimes I can just adapt and make it work to mine. Grant me strength. I'm cooked.
Figures it would end like this.
You had one job, Cloud Dash. No, that's not. Not PvP. What was your favorite, what was you guys' favorite boss fights in the last game? Or in this game? Favorite boss fight? Well, I think it's obvious which one's my favorite. But Emergent Genova was up there. A lot of my favorite boss fights ended up being because of the music. Adapting to RNG takes skill, bro. No, I just have to go with this sacred treasure I summon. 8-handled sword, Divergent Sela, Divine General, Maharaga. And then he adapts for me, that's how it works. I had to do that a few times in my run. You can blatantly see it. Genova Life Clinger, yeah, that was another one up there. Gina Talk was a favorite for me as well. Actually, I have the whole boss list right here. It's just, where is it? Enemies? Yeah, enemy intel. It's just, the other Sephiroth, and then technically Gilgamesh wouldn't be up here. Forgotten Capital Sephiroth is up there. I haven't fought virtual Sephiroth enough times to know. But Gilgamesh, both versions of Gilgamesh are probably just my favorite fight in the whole game. Actually, I know the order. It goes Gilgamesh, both versions. No, Gilgamesh, Rulers of the Outer World Gilgamesh, Gallant Beast, Vincent, I mean. Ginatok, no. Emergent Genova, Ginatok, and then, it goes Life Clinger, Forgotten Capital, Sephiroth, Life Clinger, Genova. I would say that's probably like my top 6 or whatever. I think Gallant Beast was my top favorite. I mean, Bloodborne boss. There's like 34 inside of VR. Yeah. There's like 3 versions of Sephiroth. Four, actually, now that I look at this, because this is Sephiroth too. This is the last version of him right here. Weirdly enough, none of the summons. Maybe. Oh, no, I know why. Bonds of Friendship. That's why I hate the summons. That's why I hate all of the summons. Especially Kujata and Phoenix. I can't stand Kujata. Chapter 14 boss rush is so much fun, yeah. Demon Gate was also a really good boss fight. Didgeridoo. For that's still like the coolest that they basically put Zelda music in this game for Gina Talk. Like they did not have to go as far out of their way for the Gi as they ended up doing, but they did. Have you seen my Bonds of Friendship practice run? I haven't. I got hit once. Yep, that sounds about right. Let me guess. You got hit once, you said. Bonds of Friendship. I haven't played it enough times to remember the boss fights. Oh, Midgar Stormer's up there too now I think about it. Is one of my favorite. He's definitely top 10. I actually hate the Mithril Golem. Because it's just annoying for me to fight sometimes. But Life Clinger Genova, I still remember the goosebumps I got when I first heard that beat drop. Goes down to 1 elixir no G, yeah. And they do an Easter egg to that where he gets instantly pressured by any healing item if you use it on him. It doesn't kill him, but the fact that that's there. Now I think about it, this one's also up there, weirdly enough. You think I'd like this fight more because I love the Valkyries? Like, anytime I fight a Valkyrie or Valkyrie adjacent thing in any games, I always love those fights, but I actually don't like this fight that much. Maybe I have to retry it and actually understand how to fight it. My goat Vincent. I can't wait to turn into this in part 3. They need to hurry up and give us, at the very least, the name for the game, man. So I can just further imagine, playing as this thing. I need to learn how to fight Rufus. Because I suck so bad at the Rufus fight. Like, I always struggle against Rufus. He's genuinely one of the hardest boss fights in the entire game. Ironically. Even though he's like I think he's still the only... Isn't Doofus the only... not Doofus, Jesus. Rufus. Isn't Rufus the only character in the game who gets instantly staggered? Because of a specific attack? That being Braver? People say they prefer the OG because it requires strategy. Oh, this doesn't? Can't wait to see Vincent Sid combat. I wonder if they'll bring back the hoo-ha-ha thing from Dirge of Cerberus. I wonder. Hoo-hee-ha! I'm just looking through all the boss fights just to remember. This thing just is annoying to fight for me, so it has way more health than it has any business to. Anytime I'm low health whenever I get to Demon Gate, or more specifically low MP, it's this thing's fault. I don't remember how the game organizes bosses. I think all the story bosses get sent to the bottom, right? While, like, certain specific, like, these things get thrown up here, even though they're also bosses. Can't say this game doesn't have enemy variety, though. Rufus, no materia, yeah, but Rufus with materia is so easy. I could do it blindfolded, no joke. Yeah, I just have to learn to fight. I know everybody else in the community's leagues ahead of me when it comes to Rufus specifically. But then again, I guess it's also like a double entendre, because when it comes to Gilgamesh, I'm probably leagues ahead of the entire community. That's not even like a arrogance thing, or like a hubris thing, or trying to, like, be boastful. It's just... I've been desperately trying to get other community members to do even the Soldier First Class challenge I did with Gilgamesh a while back. I've even tried to get the Japanese players to do it. No one wants to do it. And I can't blame them. I'm the only one crazy enough to do it. The fact that Fennekin said she's interested to begin with was shocking to me. Obviously still going to take time to work. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do like a handful of attempts more with Gilgamesh, and then I'm gonna not wrap up the stream per se, but I'm gonna do some other stuff that's not as great running. Feast your eyes, and prepare to be stupefied by my swordsmanship. On a random note, has anyone here seen Naruto? I'm almost done with the first show. Like, I started watching it recently, for the most part. After years of knowing about it and not watching it. That's not good. Gotta head out now. Thanks for Stream Legend. Take care, everyone. Alright, see you later, Vegeta. I really need you to not dash. And he fucking dashed. Did it again. That rolled high. That didn't. But it doesn't matter. I hope I can dodge. 1. 2. You're in a corner, big dog. You know what that means for you. 4. How dare you!
Going in.
Of course, that rolled low. At least I hit the damage cap at a better. Not fumble this opening attack this next turn. Why do I keep dashing? I'm actually starting to get nervous. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Come on.
This is not my Excalibur. This is my Excalibur.
For I am the bladesman of legend. So come, and I shall make
I better pray to God this works. It worked. 1. Please don't dash long. 2. He's dashing long. 3 too many. 4. Not enough ATB. 5. 6. I'm cooked.
Oh, you got it.
Fuck. Every ability should have an airborne version. Imagine doing infinities and in the air. Cloud jumps up. He just starts spinning it. And he does the most wicked Undertaker style dive bomb in human history with it. You know what? Extra damage, like Braver. As always, yep. I flew far past where they are. Never mind, I was nowhere near them. Here we go. This is literally just on a whim. This will be entirely experiment. I have no idea how to even structure this. Aoife still has folios. So I will at least do that. Because I don't remember what synergy ability she has now I think about it. I don't even know if she has anything that can deal with the phase transition attack. Also, I don't need this to be plasma discharge. I need it to be focus strike. Really need to think about this. Not. I need to make her party leader. Combat settings, your frog. Put that there. What am I doing? damage Tifa can do. I don't like that idea. He has even a slight positive. I might have to switch, because... Where's... Yeah, hold on. Wait, no, that doesn't work because... Yeah, Tifa's not on the... That's not good. That's really not good. Why? Combat settings. No, that... What am I doing? True story. The funny thing is, I know she can punch straight through it for the most part. The Genji shield, it wouldn't matter. I need to be better about keeping count in my head, because I need to set up Unbridled Fury to begin with, to be able to get away with this in any meaningful manner. I need to see Gilgamesh's limit break so I can assess if you can tank it with Cloud's counter stance. Oh, no, that's not how it works. You want to know what happens if he pops his limit break? It kills you. I'm talking Zentetsuken level damage of, oh, you're cooked, buddy. The second this thing gets off, you're not allowed to tank it. Is it just a cut? Yeah, it's just a cutscene or a reset. It's not like a limit break. Well, everyone calls it a limit break just because it's like an ability that the... Oh, I got good RNG. I forgot that Tifa, one of her folios gives her a chance to start. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it just triggers a cutscene where it kills you. Technically, he does have another limit break though. He can use he can literally do like, it's not named Octaslash, but he can perform like a version of Sephiroth's Octaslash, the VR version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9, it looks like. I didn't cancel it fast enough. God. I really need to count when he does it there, because if I can figure out when he does... I think it... Actually, I don't need to do that. I can... Counterfire can tank 9999 HP as long as it's a one-hit attack and not a cutscene. Well, it still wouldn't work. I didn't know that about Counterfire, but yeah, it wouldn't work against Ultimate Illusion because it's a cutscene. Like I said, everyone just calls it certain abilities like that for the boss's limit breaks. Because what else would they be? One. Wait, what am I doing? I stopped counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that technically would have been 5. It's the same. So 6 actions. 1, 2, 3, and I missed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spamming the parry instead of actually parrying. Earth sorcery is quite advanced. I still have to finish the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press the wrong combination of buttons. I got so greedy with that. I wanted it so bad. You know what? Before I do all this crazy stuff, now I think about it, does anybody know if Slip and Slide works on does anyone know if Slip and Slide works on, I guess I can test that myself if I actually threw some stuff on her really fast. I'm not gonna do the whole shebang, just enough to get me to where I need to be. Excuse me. Heard that. Dark Side, I guess. Sure. First Strike, I guess. Honestly, against Gilgamesh, for me, this is still too much materia. A Bridled Strength, martial arts mastery, sorry. Attack power. Attack power. Does this also apply? Now I think, does this apply to Unfeathered Fury? I actually don't know. I don't know why I suck so bad sometimes, man. I call myself the best Gilgamesh player playing like this. What's it called? From, the little, like, hit stop thing from, Plasma Discharge actually screwed me. Bro, I'm washed. Jesus. Press the wrong button. I can tell you for a fact Focus Strike's not gonna work, and if it does, I have to try Slip and Slide first, because a lot of these attacks have weird properties they shouldn't. No folios wouldn't matter then. It's not possible regardless. I don't think anything in Tifa's kit can avoid. Evade, then at least charge attack immediately. Yeah, that one might not be doable, and I don't know a way around it. I might have to ask someone in the Discord. Has any way, because she could do the challenge no problem, like stupid easily. It's just there's one or two things about Gilgamesh that's like, oh, so we're just doing absolute degen hour stuff. Technically, the no buff restriction applies to Tifa heavy because she can't buff herself. Actually, there's a lot of characters who can't buff themselves the way Cloud can, at least with the Berserk status effect. That's really annoying. Does anyone know if Tifa has any way of avoiding strike?
without limits. Materia. I don't even know if I spelled materia. You think I would know how to spell it front to back, but I just can't remember. Put the I in the wrong spot. Solo is so restrictive, lol. Duo gives so much more freedom. Yeah. The only thing I could think to get around it is to keep a frog alive the entire fight. Which, that sounds nightmarish to me. For a variety of reasons, because having that much RNG in the fight... Having the frogs not die in the middle, like at the beginning of the fight, is already so bad, RNG-wise. Let alone having them alive for the entire fight. And I was thinking, like, with Barret especially, Aerith is one thing. With Barret especially, I know for a fact, like, oh, there's nothing, especially once you remove Folios. Because at least Aerith is somewhat mobile, especially within her ward. Barret is just like a wall. I mean, I did test. Did some experiments. Is there another, like, fun thing I can do right now? Gilgamesh Island, that's the save file I made for this. And I'm just... what is this? Why are there two files here? One on 1 and one on 9. What? They're a few seconds apart from it. I must have made an accidental save. This is my first save, technically. My backup save. It's a save I don't want to think about. That's my New Game Plus start save. That's another file I don't want to think about. That's, Midgar Sormer. 2 to be a hero, a fall of a hero save files. I do not remember what the... Oh, I remember. I wanted to see how many saves the game had, so I just made a bunch of saves at the start of the game. Really? I only have Vincent? Not Genova? Not Gina Talk? Let me look at this one. I know it's... I do not know why it's on file 1 of all things. I don't have MP. So let me do a quick, Oh, I think I know why. What's everyone's health at? Full, not file, hold on. So that means this one's probably... Never mind, I just have 2 files for no reason. This is just like log standard, right? Speed. Oh, I actually have Greg on this file. Precision defense. Genji glove on top of that. I use that thing so rarely. I must have been really screwing around on this file. I legitimately never used the Genji glove. You think I would, because it is like a really good item, but I just don't. Actually, why am I putting... Oh, for the team member. Yeah. Oh. Let me actually remove Tifa from... What is this? It's not letting me... Oh, I know why she's here. Just throwing an idea at the wall here, but have you tried doing air... I have. The thing is, how do I describe it? Gilgamesh's hitbox for legendary... I've tried multiple times way back before I made the Discord. Before, when it was just a Discord group chat with, like, Miyazumi and, like, 2 other people. I think Sound Dreamer was there. Doofus wasn't there yet.
I think Squall might have been there. Revolver, I mean. I can't remember. But, back when it was, like, just a few of us, before I even made the Discord, I tried a bunch of stuff to jump over Gilgamesh's Legend Derpy Strike. Excuse me, sorry. He basically has a vertical hitbox that extends all the way up to hit you. Even if it looks like it shouldn't hit you. Doesn't matter how airborne you get. And also, on top of that, with Gilgamesh, you can't gain height because of how his fight works. So you can't just, like, fly up in the air and, like, gain height to avoid him. And another thing about Legend Derpy Strike, he will literally do it, this isn't even a joke, he will legitimately do it infinitely until he hits you. So you have to do something to tank through it, or iframe through it. Like with a Cloud's counter stance. What the hell? You can take Cloud out of this party lineup? I never knew that. Wow, yeah. I spent a long time trying to think of ways to go around and I couldn't. Because I was trying to find a way to do true no damage, so get it to where the 1 damage pop-up doesn't happen, but then I realized, oh, it's impossible. So I just did the next best alternative. Why is this here? What the hell? Oh yeah, that's right, I have to go through the cutscene each time. It's time for Cloud to have psychosis. Actually, now I think about it, I don't need the split up here anymore, I can turn it off. Well, 66 attempts is the last number I had with that for Gregormesh. See how it is. I forgot the why. I have to start before the battle because I forgot to throw an enfeeblement ring on Yuffie. I was like, why is Yuffie not a frog? Corsair's thing. Sorry, I was hoping to think maybe they changed it to where you can skip it. You still can't. Maybe I should ask, hold on.
Nearly there.
What was her name on YouTube? Or where would it be? Which channel? No, I'll let this cutscene play out so I can look through the chat log. Gilgamesh trying not to be a weird fuck challenge impossible difficulty.
Cloud, let's get out of here.
Sarah Starfish? I don't know who that is. Tips? Beam, I think is how it said.
Oh, it was an honest mistake. We didn't mean
A
any
really
bad.
good Tifa player that the Sound Dreamer invited. The fact that she has 23 subscribers is disgusting for how good of a player she is. Maybe I should ask her some Tifa tech. Maybe even Sound Dreamer as well.
Like you.
I'll just go around asking like all the best Tifa players I know. So Yuzora, Sound Dreamer, Tips. I'm not sure who else. I love Bloodborne in my Final Fantasy VII. That's not a joke. If Gilgamesh didn't exist, Vincent probably would be my favorite boss fight in the game. I swear YouTube algorithm sucks. Yeah. Ultima. But like that one dude, that one dude. I should not have parried that. He's got that Michael Jordan hang time.
No escape. That's it.
Sonic Boom is what I'm trying to do.
Let's do this.
This
Now
music is definitely Bloodborne music, yep. Well, Side of Infinity's End You. I love doing all of the boss's health in like 3 attacks. That music transition right here for Phase 2 is literally Ludwig the Holy Blade. It's literally just Ludwig's, like, you were at my side all along, my true... Oh, I forgot about... I forgot how that attack worked.
you had your chance. Let's be smart.
Die! Oh, he didn't care. It was actually fast, not good. Yeah, that's the thing. Vincent scares me. He's like genuinely the only boss that every time I start a new... Oh, Lord Jesus. I made a mistake. Every time I start a new game file, he scares me. Because he just... There are times where it seems like he teleports at you, Sephiroth style. He is like one of the fastest bosses in the entire game. There's very few bosses or just enemies I could think of that are faster than Vincent. The only exception would be Cactuars, but Cactuars are annoying. Their whole gimmick is to be fast to annoy you as a player.
There.
Aggressive too, yeah. AKA he's excuse me, I'm eating. AKA he's Ludwig. He's FF7 Ludwig.
Ready? Let's be smart.
You're cooked.
Let's finish this.
The demon enemy is slightly faster. Which enemy is that? I don't remember. I love Bloodborne. It's weird that they added Cloud to the game, though. Very bold design decision from FromSoft. I forgot about the follow-up! No! I did- Oh my god, that's the problem with- That's the thing that sucks about going from Gilgamesh's fight to one like Vincent's. I had muscle memory to just press up to retry to fight instantly, but no, I can't do that. I couldn't risk a parry on this fight because of how fast. I got pretty consistent with parrying him, it's just I forgot. It's been actual months is the problem. Yo, what'd she do this? Vice, no damage as Tifa in a minute 23. Hold on. Solo. I'm talking about, Tips. BM. I'm still not sure how to say her name. Well, please let me get this dark side off. Good, that Michael Jordan hang time actually worked to my benefit. Die! Wait, did I press the right button? Yep.
Ready? Let's be smart.
Nope. Bing. I can't wait to play as this thing in part 3. Hey, yo, chill. What are you doing, Cloud? Move! I think I'm cooked. Never mind. We're still back. Remember to follow up. I forgot about that follow-up. No, I pressed the right button again. Okay, you know what? I'm taking everything off. I'm fighting man-to-man. Because I'm not learning to fight this way. I just try to punch through him. Everything's coming off. Everything. Vincent's scary though. Like this dude is scary.
Nearly there.
Cloud. S cells. Great start. I don't know why I did it like that. I forgot you can't parry while in Prime mode. I'm also a fan. Bloodborne is my favorite game ever. It's legitimately my favorite game ever. I don't know the parry timing on them, too reliant on my synergy abilities. That was too late. There we go. Rebirth and Bloodborne for me, that's understandable. Oh! I'm sorry! I forgot! Bro, aura farmed on me before I could even realize what was happening. See, like, Vincent genuinely scares me. This dude moves different. If Rebirth had Bloodborne leveled this, oh, bro. That would be something. I forgot how that worked. I forgot how that worked. Sorry, Raz, I don't know Vincent's fight as well as I think I do. Blocked it instead of that's not right. I'm just learning the fight right now, honestly. Good to know. I can't hit it. Did that too early. It's crazy how, like, well Vincent as a character would fit into the world of Bloodborne. And as a boss. I'm out of range. Like he could, you would even, I could even come up with a name for him right here and now. Vincent the Beast Hunter Vincent. I mean. And those who are unfamiliar with Bloodborne lore, you would think, well, aren't all hunters like beast hunters? No, there's a specific subsect of hunters called beast hunters. And there's also a kind of hunter that their whole thing is that they can turn it into a beast. Or they are beasts. Hence the term beast hunter. I got greedy there. Bloodborne Final Fantasy crossover. Hell yeah. I mean, I'd be here for it. Too early. Why do I keep doing that? Second boss fight is a beast hunter. Oh, I see what you mean, because the first one's the cleric beast, and then there's Father Gascoigne. He's more of a... Oh, yeah, no, he turns into... Yeah. You're right. Too early. One at the Grace Yard, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Father Gascoigne. You know, that screams sound awful familiar. Oh, wait, never mind. I got confused. I know who that is. Actually, I should probably brush up on my Bloodborne lore, because there are a few more, like, hyper-specific distinctions for what I'm talking about. I'm not taking any chances, sorry. I gotta do this at least once. I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream from there. I'll remember if I even did this to begin with, like a no materia Vincent run to begin with. The last time I fought him. I just realized that that grab attack he does, I can actually parry that if I had a precision focused defense materia. Too late. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I'm cooked. Please, Cloud. Alright, please! Michael Jordan hang time. Because I'm prime mode, I kind of have no choice.
I'll end this. Sorry.
Actually could have squeezed a fourth one in there. Death definitely flashed before my whole life flashed before my eyes. Inner turmoil, I think it's called, I don't remember, is genuinely one of Vincent's scariest attacks. He just starts aura farming at you.
Here it comes. Try this. Do it.
Did that too early. Oh, you know what? As much as I want to, I don't want to go through that cutscene again. I don't want to go through that cutscene again. I'm sorry. As much as I want to, I can't. I'm probably gonna end the stream here. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. Let's have... yeah, I guess. Close that. Gotta go, Legend. It was fun watching. I still can't believe that the black magic earlier. See you soon. Yeah, hopefully, see you soon, Genji. I'm about to end the stream here as well. Thank you to everyone who showed up. If you enjoyed the stream, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Remember